I didn't know a person that didn't see this in movie theater series. I know nobody that saw this in a movie theater. You actually you spent money to see this in the see, Chris. How is it that you're a year you're year zero, not a year zero, Kevin Smith fan? I think all of us saw Dogma and we all thought we were smart. So
I mean, it was summer going into senior year of high school, pre 9/11, fun time.
Yeah, I was gonna say this
Thought he
was
was great.
super pre 9/11 when this movie
pre
dropped
9/11,
because it dropped during the summer.
you
Yeah.
can still say gay and retarded.
Yes,
It was beautiful.
it was a time to remember.
I remember.
Welcome back, everybody, to 3BG.
I remember it fondly. Back in 1999, nothing bad happened. Sure, that Columbine thing happened, but that was like in Denver or some place in Wyoming or something. That will never happen in all the communities everywhere.
Nothing worse. Nothing worse could ever happen.
Did we get gun control?
Of course not.
Are you a commie? Are you a commie? Seriously, are you a communist?
Hold up. Only if you live in California.
I'm just saying, only if you live in California, you might be a communist. Because
Hey, look,
America.
First of all, shout out to all my friends in Cali. Y'all know I'm only joking.
Boy,
but that's been y'all's name.
Let's be real,
in
folks.
In the year 2000, it was still beautiful.
2001.
2001, because you can still do this, and everybody knew what time it was. Everybody knew what time it was.
9/11 hit, and then we were all like this.
Shit, man, yo, if this was the old days.
Yeah, now, well, the thing about the old days, they the old days.
I'll be honest. No. For me, no. Hold on.
Ghetto as hell.
No, to be honest with you, Chris, I was only just the first 2 seconds of that.
No. Here's the thing. This comes out mid-August. 3 weeks later, 9/11. Ain't that a bitch?
I know.
And you want to know what's the worst? You want to know what's the fun part? You want to know what's the fun part? Hideo Kojima go. So we just gotta redo the whole beginning now, don't we?
Not just the beginning. I gotta redo the beginning and the end.
That's what I'm saying. No, hold on. Here's one. Well, at least they ain't oh shh.
But
we gotta redo
the year of our Lord. But in the year of our Lord 2025, he's sitting back after Death Stranding 2 sold gangbusters. Is like, I'm a prophet. Metal Gear Solid 2 AI. Let's go.
I told you guys I was a good writer.
So, first of all, before we get
IGN,
before we get into all this, everybody please like, subscribe, tap the bell, throw comments, go to our website 3blackgeeks.com, hit us up on Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, and if you want to listen to all of our archive stuff, you can hit us up on 3blackgeeks.lifeson.com.
Yeah,
let's do this. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is
way before
at the time, it was kind of like you only got a select few television shows and movies that kind of were like grand culminations of whatever story that they were telling. Whether you had like Star Trek at the time, they tended to have crossovers, like Deep Space Nine crossover with Next Generation with Picard talking to Cisco. That was a big deal at the time on the sci-fi end, and then other shows kind of did stuff like CSI and JAG and all that shit, right?
Hold on, and then don't forget the comedy shows where they crossed over. But every time they crossed over, you knew there was going to be a spinoff of the show.
So Jay and Silent Bob was a culmination of Kevin Smith's View Askew universe.
I was just about to say that this was the culmination of the entire View Askew universe put together. Basically the View Askew Avengers before the Avengers.
Yeah,
I think more importantly, it was more of a Hollywood Insider movie because it's actually more of a Miramax universe.
Well,
that too, but also that whole umbrella too.
But it's also the thing of and I think I've touched on it in Dogma, but like this and Clerks 2 being the epilogue to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, basically. This was sort of a moment where Kevin Smith as a director, especially after Clerks 2, he started shifting into like really stepping away from the Hollywood system, because on his podcast, he was really, and D knows this, listening to his podcast at that time, he was really not necessarily railing against the Hollywood system, but you could tell he was kind of, and Cop Out was really the thing that broke him and had him really like talking about the Hollywood system in a way of just like, what the fuck? Because he always talks about Jay and Silent Bob and Strikes Back in terms of how it was promoted. Because what people forget is when they were promoting Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, he was talking about how whenever you do a sort of like marketing budget, you market the movie on different sort of avenues. You market it on, it was a lot of promotion for it on MTV and a lot like Spike. Was it Spike TV on that
Spike
time?
TV wasn't a thing yet.
I forgot what channel. Was it USA? It was those sort of channels. He bucked the Weinsteins because the Weinsteins was trying to spend money for advertisement on a Lifetime channel. And he was like, well, our audience is not on the Lifetime channel. Why are you putting money towards that? That doesn't make any sense. You know, and it really kind of sparked like the nature.
What's next? You're gonna advertise it on Nickelodeon.
But that was the thing. Their whole idea was, well, we're gonna do a marketing blitz for Jay and Silent Bob. And Kevin was like, but our audience that watches Lifetime is not the same ones that's gonna watch my movie. Like you promote on MTV, that makes sense because the audience is there because people were watching MTV. But why that channel? Why this channel? Why are you not? So
I'll give you a couple of quarters for VH1.
Yeah, but I mean it's all Viacom, but yeah, you're right. Like it's all in that same bubble. But anyways, like Jay and Silent Bob, and the way he talks, and even Scott Mosier talks, this was like the stressful sort of movie for them, just because of them trying to keep the budget down as much as they could. Because Ben Affleck and them were basically, that's why the joke where he was like, and then sometimes you gotta do the favor for friend because he says you owe you one.
You do the payback.
Yeah. It is accurate because that's basically
you do the safe film and then you do the art film and then you got to do the payback film because your friend says you owe him.
Just look at him like,
look at the camera.
You owe me, nigga. No, I'm with Kevin. You owe me. Shut up.
Like, you owe me for chasing.
You wouldn't have got Goodwill Hunting without me. Fuck you.
Starting that. I think season. I'm sorry. It's hunting season. Let's get into this movie. I'm sorry. Let's get into this movie. It's hunting season, baby.
How is it that this movie predicted what we're getting right now, where we're doing sequels to movies that nobody fucking asked for?
How you like them apples?
The most unnecessary. See, here's the difference. Here's the difference, though, Chris. We're getting unnecessary sequels to movies that came out 20 years ago.
And it's only like a handful of them that lucked out to actually be pretty good. So
I feel. As opposed to an unnecessary sequel that only came out 5 years ago. Yeah, I don't understand how the new Matrix movie
Revolutions
ducked the hammer of Damocles coming out 15 years later.
As me and Aaron said,
cussed it out. Everybody was like, hey, it was fine.
When me and Sue watched that movie, I was like, so we got
Millennial Agent Smith.
I'm fine with this. He's wearing the fucking Steve Jobs sweater and the neat like the ankle socks and shoes. And I'm like, all right, cool.
The whole time I watched that, I'm like, movie, what are we trying to do?
I get what you're doing. That movie was doing the whole a little bit like Jay and Silent Bob. It was a tongue-in-cheek sort of. It was the Wachowskis commenting on the state of movies in their weird way.
But it's kind of dumb because the real story of it is supposed to take place in 2199, not 2025.
Eris did a better job. The Matrix is back, Eris.
Anthony did a better job of it in the tongue-in-cheek way, to be honest.
I kind of wish it didn't come back. I kind of wish it just stayed away.
That's my thing. When you
ended it perfectly.
But Chris, this is a little bit different. Now, this is a little bit different because not only did this combine, like I said, we combined the world of the View Askew world, where it is Chasing Amy, where it is Jay and Silent Bob, where it is Mallrats, all of them coming together. Like I said, when you have cameos and crossovers and tongue-in-cheek jokes, like you said, because you own one, and the fact that you see somebody get shot in the chest.
We saw two shots through the chest, but go ahead.
Eris, not you and me, but didn't me and my other friend used to always go, I don't like the sound of them apples, boy.
What are we gonna do?
And we always cracked each other up because either one of us would do it, but when we do the you gotta go high pitched.
Yeah.
I do it. Yeah. We always do a different type of
What makes that scene perfect though?
Turn
It's
around.
nah,
It's hunting season.
nah.
Where
Double-
did the shotgun
No. It's the guitar riff.
Yeah, I was gonna say guitar riff.
Hunting season.
But here's the thing.
No. Here's the thing. I'm sorry, Chris. Here's the thing. Because Eris loves doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some class on 3BG. Ladies and gentlemen, Gus Van Sant.
Jesus, Ben, I'm busy.
My nigga Gus had
It's
a
the
nigga
sack
cut.
of money with the dollar sign.
No. It's the one thing I never noticed about this scene.
Man,
The
make it cheap.
nigga cutting the steak.
Yep.
I never noticed that guy right there.
With the minifan.
With the minifan, the sack of money. It's the dollar sign.
That's why I said the dollar sign on the sack of money.
But Eris, I don't believe it. Because if it had 2 lines in the dollar sack, then I would know he had more money.
Of course.
Nah, but here's the thing.
It's simple arithmetic.
Here's the thing, though. I
like
think what
Gus,
makes
like Gus, what are we doing? Jesus, like I'm busy, man.
I'm busy. All right, just we go from the top here.
Look, just take it from it's a
Yo, Skarsgård went through that 5 times on that set. You know he did on Dead Man's Wine. Look, Coleman like this. We starting it? I guess we starting it. I'm busy, Coleman. Jesus.
Nah, like I think the thing for
Flipping
me
money.
with this movie is like it's like weird jokes in the sense that here you have 2 white guys. One of them is both of them overly in love with the time. A black ass band from Prince in ways that it's like if you're not familiar with Kevin Smith and you're black, you're like, what the fuck is this shit, right? But like if you know that, it's like, all right, that makes sense because that's how wild and wacky Jay and Silent Bob are. There's an appreciation for that time period. It's very Gen X in a way, basically.
Yeah, it's Gen
Yeah,
X.
it's Gen X.
There's not too many white people that really have a love for, I like to say, like 80s funk. 80s funk, I understand white people, y'all missed out. First off, y'all missed out. That last gasp of funk was actually pretty damn good. But that
bringing the noise, bringing the funk.
Yeah. Look, Chris. By 1990, it was gone. It was all the way gone. Stop that old shit, nigga. Come on. Get
Not
off
the great tribe with the Chronic, but you know,
no. I was gonna say shout out to Rick James' wonderful album.
This is what I was like. You better get on that synthesizer. You better get on that synthesizer.
Hey, you better hook up with Georgia Morodo.
You better talk to L.A. Reid. You better talk to L.A. Reid, Babyface, Teddy, one of them niggas.
But nah,
old out here.
but
Ennio Morricone ain't doing that.
I'm just saying,
nah,
man,
like
you out here making classical music, man, and shit. Come on now, man. Well, Ike Turner died. He just died. See, the time frame, he died at that point because it's the early 90s. Anyway.
But there's also something for me, like I think when I was in the Air Force my first year, the amount of white guys that were surprised that I can quote Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back shocked them. And I think that speaks volumes to the fact of like there's only like a small number of black folks that really will watch a Kevin Smith movie like that.
I think what caught me was this was during the time where I had my dad had a scrambler. So we was watching everything on pay-per-view at that time. But I remember, during that whole time, I don't know about you two. This is just D.
Yeah.
I think we would look at ourselves during that time like, wow, y'all niggas depressed, ain't y'all? Because we did see a freaking tower go down. A bunch of us heard people screaming. Remember, they played that crap on television.
They showed a motherfucker saying YOLO and jump out the fucking building. Like,
yo, the one thing that haunted
You heard somebody's last phone call inside the building.
We heard them.
As it came down.
A bunch of them. And you know what I also that stuck in my mind because we had to see specials of that, hearing the thud of people jumping out the window, hitting the ground because they hopped out of the tower. So yeah, when we latched on to stuff after 9/11, we latched on hard. So when it came to comedy, it was a perfect time for dude bro comedy.
Yep.
It was just the
One-
perfect storm. And
one-
when I saw Jay and Silent Bob, I didn't stop laughing. I saw this probably twice in the same day. You know what I mean?
I will say this, and it's so damning when I hear that line now. Later, way later in the movie, like by the time Jay and Silent Bob get to Hollywood and they run into Busta Rhymes and Scott,
You need to stop.
I'm glad you
to stop.
I'm glad you caught it. I'm glad you caught
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, Eris has DJ Sue. This dude beside me for the last 4 days has been calling Tracy Morgan Busta Rhymes and Busta Rhymes Tracy Morgan. Now look at me, y'all. Eris is not wrong.
You know the meme. Oh, you know the meme from
It
The
ain't
Office. You know the meme from The Office. Look at these two pictures and tell me if they're
Same person.
it's
It's the same person.
It's the same person.
Look, when Busta Rhymes was at the
I wish
BET
we had
Awards that
one
one
more
year, you
person.
would probably have a valid point on that. You know,
No.
No.
But
I love how
No.
Busta Rhymes lost the weight. Ozempic did him good. We thinking, all right,
Kevin.
Bust. And then the
Mm-mm.
oxtails came out of
Mm-mm.
nowhere and started
Mm-mm.
suplexing him.
No, Kevin Hart said it best. He said it best when he was about to body slam a YN for talking to his 20-year-old daughter at the time. He said, "See," he said,
I'm gonna stop you right there, Sue. I think that's a skit, but that's just
Even if
life.
it,
You
look,
know
I don't
that.
care.
It's what
I
it is.
personally, I don't care. I really don't.
Oh, I
care.
don't. I feel
But the
you.
point, but the
There was
point.
too
that
many
he-
shirts off, and Kevin Smith.
Thank
had
you.
his-
Right?
and
Like,
Kevin,
Well,
just
and
hold
Kevin,
on.
and
For
Kevin Hart had his
context,
shirt off.
for context, they all ran and jumped in a pool fully clothed. That's why they took them off after the fact. Anyway,
Wait a minute. And I'm saying this as a person that likes being around a young folk too. Kevin, you around all them 20-year-olds with your shirt off?
Brother, what's that?
optics,
Oh,
nigga. Shit.
but
This
anyway,
the optics.
anyway,
Like dog. Like you were born in the 80s. They don't know what He-Man is, nigga. That's
but
all I'm
listen,
saying.
listen. I was going somewhere.
We the same age,
When he-
Kevin. Don't do that.
Hang on. When he was saying what he was saying was, he said, "See, what you don't understand is, he said, you be on that Ozempic and you think you good, but what happens is you get off that needle and you forget about the consequences of removing yourself from said needle after you stop taking it."
But see, here's the thing.
Consequences.
See, you know what? You're right. Look, this is health talk. 3BG. So here's the thing about Ozempic. All right, and this is just from observations of being around people.
Go
This
ahead.
is from- this is from observations of people that I have seen that took Ozempic. Think about Ozempic, much like anything else, it goes hand in hand with working out. Sure, you could take Ozempic and you will drop the weight, but here's the thing: much like drinking Diet Coke, you can't drink Diet Coke and then eat a slab of ribs and think that you're going everything gonna work out.
Drenched in the
Yeah.
in the thickest of barbecue sauce.
Hey y'all,
Right.
I'm being healthy. Well, you got 2 plates of short ribs. You need to get out my
Thank you.
plate. That's what you need.
So with Ozempic,
But
you can't just be, hey, needle oxtail me up, buddy.
But no,
Like,
but
you can't do that.
but I
that's what
wasn't-
Buster
But I
did.
wasn't.
Buster
But I
was
wasn't
like,
trying. I wasn't trying to like circle this whole thing around Ozempic.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was when they met with Busta and Scott in LA. I mean,
when you call him Tracy Morgan, he is an accredited comedian.
he is. But my point is when they met, and when he said, "Wait, ain't y'all getting out, getting on, getting y'all medical out in Jersey yet?" And he said, "Nah, like we might have to strike in September." And I said, "Oh,
What? Oh,
yeah." When you listen to the line and hear him say, "We're gonna have to," when Jay says we're gonna have to strike in September, I'm like, when did this movie come out? August of 2001.
oh.
Ooh.
But to lighten the
I
mood,
think they made look. I think they made look. It was on the 20. It was on the 23rd.
but to lighten the mood from that though, Tracy Morgan's
Hold on.
damn.
No. You're missing. No, you're missing the mind. You want some drugs? Want to get high? Want to get
Crack.
you high?
Crack.
No drug dealer ever. And Tracy's from the hood. No drug dealer ever. Want to get you high?
Nah, man, you want some weed?
Nah, when
You
he
wanna
says
Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead and say that.
3 weeks later, it just cuts to a plane hitting the tower.
You need to stop, y'all.
I just hated it because, like,
Hey,
yo,
yo, Lunchbox, come to the TV, bro. That's what happened.
one of the biggest
Dude, I told
comedies.
those ragheads was doing it. See, back then you could say raghead and it wasn't offensive.
One of the best comedies that come out of 2001 just had to be weeks before this. Weeks before we just watched our entire world change for the worse. And I still to this day say that 9/11 was probably the world's dirtiest domino effect.
To which all three of us collectively in our respective houses said, damn, Normal Ray like a motherfucker.
Damn, I'm gonna raid like a motherfucker. No, I love that line.
I mean, because it never got better.
But here's the thing, Harris.
Harris saying
I
that
got no. All right. We have to get on the
It
subject.
never got better.
Look. We have to get on the subject of the movie. And
I'm
this
sorry.
is
I'm
Harris.
so sorry.
And I understand 9/11. See, I make fun of 9/11.
We can go a whole 3-hour
hilarious.
episode talking about 9/11. I hope people know that.
Yeah. Yeah, God.
That'd be a depressing episode.
Not really, because the jokes are gonna be flying. Trust me.
Yeah,
Russell,
yeah. Like
for
the people out the
YouTube.
window. Like the people out the window.
YOLO!
Where did this come?
You! The heat is on, buddy. The heat is on.
I cannot work with these two Negroes. I really cannot.
Oh my goodness.
Thomas the Flaming Plane.
Oh man. Thomas what?
Habibi firebombing got a missile to. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up. Lifestyle huge, this basic bitch, she in the little stuff.
All right.
Gotta laugh.
It's bad. And
You gotta laugh.
no, it's bad because I can hear the Thomas theme music.
But don't worry, y'all.
Look, I can see their parachutes. They're okay.
Can you imagine? Imagine this, if you will. Can't believe this turned into a 9/11 scenario here. Can you imagine you go
I
back
will
in
put
time?
that. Oh my God, why haven't I not made that joke yet?
Can you imagine you go back in time to 9/11? Obviously, you can't get on the planes to save it, right? But what if you're like, what if I had a bunch of parachutes on me and I was able to get the parachutes on?
Stop it, sir. Stop it.
That's a movie right there.
George Bush fought for our freedom. Stop it.
And we invaded the wrong goddamn country, and Osama bin
Hey,
Laden was
Chris,
laughing his
Chris,
ass off.
Hey, Chris.
Let me tell you something.
But you know what? You know what? A black man saved the day as per usual. So
But don't worry, Chris, because a white man came right behind him, and guess where we at
You
right
don't
now?
want your top military guards to be decapitated, heads on pikes around the Bastille, okay? You don't want that. No resistance! Okay, you don't want any of that, okay? You don't.
and then like
we are
it was more like this.
All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes. Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
that was our souls that day, actually. If you think about it.
we immediately
Like I said, it never got
The point,
better.
you know, the point is though, going back.
He's got a gun!
Nah,
we're done.
but I do think that with this movie, going back to the movie though, like that's probably why I like the beginning where he just goes a cappella like "My Jungle Love," yeah. Oh,
we Fuck. Mother.
But here's the thing. What I love is how
Noise. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Noise. Smoking weed, drinking 40s, drinking beers, rolling fatties, rolling blunts.
Who smoked the blunts? We smoked the blunts.
Rolling blunts and smoking.
Can I get a noun bag?
$15, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
Bro,
if
like,
money doesn't show, then you owe me.
I feel
My jungle love.
yeah. I
think I
want
wanna know ya. What?
I think the kids' response to it is accurate to how we reacted to our parents' music, and that's why I love that scene so much where they jack them up, and I'm like, yeah, that's funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Because you never say an unkind thing about the time.
Me and my boy, Silent Bob.
Me and my boy Silent Bob
modeled our whole lives around Morris Day and Jerome.
Smooth pimp who loves the pussy, and this is my black manservant. What? Summer moment. I like how Silent Bob looks at him like,
I know, that's why I just gave you that look like, the fuck?
All right, I guess. Cool.
All right. My wife says I make a lot of faces like Silent Bob all the time. I know there have been stupid things that have been said around us about, people we have worked with. We're not going into that. Who names? We will not dare go into names. But all of y'all that have worked with D have seen D do exactly this when it's something said. All of you have seen D with this exact face. I know how my face looks. I make the same facial as like Kevin Smith and all that. I already know I do.
I dare say, some moments very recently.
Yes. Like I said, I understand if anybody look at this like, yo, that D asshole, he a nice guy, but he a dick. Here's me. No. You said the stupid thing.
Here's my thing. Look, we live in cruel times, so
cruel time.
Just
thank you, Harris. The bottle, the Yu-Gi-Oh bottle.
Live in cruel times, Just like I think it's random how I'm gonna say this. This is my millennial complaint to a lot of the Gen X and Boomers. Yeah, I don't understand y'all love for Clash of the Titans, and I appreciate old school movies. So when Randall sits there and says, "Yeah, they're disturbing my watching Clash of the Titans," I'm like, "Why the fuck are you watching Clash of the Titans, bro? That's the most white guy
type
shit
of nerd are you?"
Well, let's
even for white nerds, that's kind of Clash of the Titans.
Let me just say, for the record, because as someone who watched Clerks religiously,
yeah, of course, I did too.
Randall works in a very, very crappy video store. Okay,
I did too. I appreciate it.
And what do you do? Like, how do you pass time when you work in a terrible video store? You watch the best that you can watch.
Yeah, I mean that's accurate. It's very accurate. You think about that.
And if you think real quick, if you think about it, going back to Clerks 1, he watched what was it? Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I mean,
we got that whole scene of him talking about it.
But like, the thing of it is that makes this funny too about this film is that Ben Affleck plays like two different characters in this film.
Same as Jason.
He plays himself in the Haunting 2 segment. He plays his character from Chasing Amy, Banky, who, and if you remember in Chasing Amy, he did the Blunt Man and Chronic comic, and even in that movie, they implied that they've been paying Jay and Silent Bob money.
So yeah, he played Holden McNeil.
Yeah, McNeil, and best another line when he's like describing the internet because, hey kids, back in 2001, if you wanted to bitch about a movie, you went to a message board, which is what makes that movie poop shoot scene so accurate because that was the time period where even back then people bitched about movies with the same level of stupidity that we're seeing now.
Oh yeah, but the same stupidity.
The off-topic section and the movie and TV section of any message board,
and also him predicting the nature of rumors. When the line that I love about it is that all these guys who think they got the inside sources and stuff. Oh yeah, hey, kids, that's the nature of what's happening right now in the entertainment medium, and I fucking hate it.
Let me tell you something.
Especially during the MCU run.
Oh man.
Let me tell you something on some real shit, and shout out to him. One of our people that runs us everything, where really when it comes to our insider, is our boy Lucas. Yeah. Lucas knows the temperature of the water. He knows what's going on and all the rest of that shit. We like, hey, do you know? We go to him when it comes to certain things, just at least to bounce off what's going on. You know what I mean? Do you know how many people think they know half of what he knows and know nothing of what he knows? And we got to hear these niggas on a daily basis every year go, I've been to that con once. Fuck off. I already know that.
And that's what makes
y'all need to stop that.
That's what makes McNeil describing all that shit so perfect.
And I have been in the middle of conversations with our boy Lucas where I don't even have to say anything to him. I would listen to him ask whoever he's talking to, and they say, "Oh man, I thought this movie was amazing." And Lucas's response, "That was one of the worst movies that came out this whole year." And when he,
I don't know what you're talking about. See,
he goes, "I'm sorry, did we watch the same movie?"
We walked out the same door, right? D. We walked out the same movie. He said it was good. I don't know why he can't ask me shit like that.
And when he says stuff like that, he would always say, "Okay, I need you to tell me, at what part of this movie do you feel $20 million was actually spent here?"
Thank you.
Exactly.
But the one line that I did love is when he says the internet is a place where everybody bitches about movies together and share pornography together.
Yeah, that one, and of course my favorite. And of course
the thing that gets
my favorite.
But hold on, the thing that starts it all off that gets me. I'm sorry, Eris, but the thing that started all off for me, and people, you have to remember, in 2001, people were still saying, "The fuck is the internet?" People were still saying it in 2001.
Al Gore.
The
internet had been out at that time at least 9 full years at that point.
Even after going through the whole gambit of what the internet was, and they ran down all the things that people were saying about the Blunt Man and Chronic movie, Holden actually says something that is still being used, and still remains true to this day. The internet has given people a voice, and apparently people use that voice to complain about movies.
Yep. That's all. And this is amazing how Kevin saw that years later. And it's amazing how Hollywood, because they had no ideas at the time, but all the buzz was on the internet, they ran right into that buzz. To the point where the executives are saying now, after 15 years of causing the chaos on the internet, maybe we might need to stop listening to these grifters. Disney might have been listening a little bit. We might have been listening a little bit too much to these.
No. So I would say it's a mixed bag of studios going, maybe we need to stop listening to the fan base. Maybe we need to stop listening to grifters.
They're slowly getting there. I mean, and that's I think that tongue-in-cheek way is why him explaining the internet, and let's be real, there are people like Jay and we're seeing it right now where it's like, well, these people are talking about us. He's like, they're not talking about you. They're talking about fictional characters. Are you understanding this?
That is Chris's favorite. You go back to that every time that you have to hold on, Chris. I need you people that are listening to us to understand something. This man that you're seeing,
community.
I have seen this man fight with invisible people on Twitter, and I would tell Chris.
I'm gonna give you an example.
Time,
no.
You let Eris real.
No,
they are fictional.
No. I'm giving you an example of when I said fictional characters to somebody.
Fictional characters.
I said the same exact thing to somebody.
These are people who didn't finish 12th grade thinking they can debate people, Chris.
No, that's what I'm saying.
These niggas don't know the origin of T'Challa, and yet you sat and argued with these people.
That's how I was. I was like, guys, it's a fucking fictional character. He ain't your fucking, like, I get it. You live vicariously through Black Panther. I understand. Guys, why are you living your life on this fucking recast? And that's when I turn in, he's a fictional character. Who fucking cares?
Because
you could read the comic, you could do. What are we doing here?
Because Chris, these are people that live perpetually online.
Golly, oh my god, they did a recast.
A movie from 2001 warned us of this.
And then on top of that, Chris, you ain't putting in the fact that people live on TikTok now. So now they live in a separate world. And trust me, what happens on TikTok is not real life, and yet they think it do. That happens, bro.
And you know the second worst thing to be introduced to TikTok? Sora 2.
Yeah.
Disney just bought Sora.
Oh, that's just that.
It's gonna be
open AI, and it's a double fold because number one, they did it to keep their properties in perpetuity to them now because Sora people were kind of violating a lot of copyright shit doing that. But also, well, we know AI is about to fucking hit that bubble. Disney can be like, all right, whatever, we don't care. No more open AI.
Also,
we own it now.
Also,
into the
if
vault.
if I know anything about the internet, it ain't gonna matter that you got the rights to Mickey Mouse. She's still about to be in this gangbang that I'm about to.
That's the sick part about it.
Honestly, that was part of the reason why Disney did it because people were doing some fucking just degenerate ass shit.
Why they did it, but I'm like, if this AI boom does come in the next 4 or 5 years, you know what I mean?
I mean, granted, if
you just not only wasted a bunch of money, but you just opened the floodgate again. That doesn't make any sense.
Now, speaking of floodgates, I like how old boy and there's a little moment in that comic shop. He's talking to his boy. The scene from the end of Mallrats when we find out that he had his talk show. I like when he's talking to him at the register. You see the poster from when he was on the talk show. I didn't notice that. That was probably my first time noticing that. I was like, oh shit, I forgot his character did have a talk show. Damn. Which means that's how he used the money for that to buy that comic shop that he runs. Yeah. I'm like, it blows your mind thinking about that. It's like, how the hell did I not catch that? Fuck.
See, Kevin Smith. You got to understand, Chris. See, Kevin Smith in the whole View Askew universe goes deep, man. See, it actually starts when he was in. This is actually Chris. This was Chris. Hey, Bianca, I love you, baby. I know this happened to you. All right, so Bianca, you gotta understand. It starts all the way back when he was in film school. That's when he actually met Scott Mosier. See, Scott Mosier is actually an editor.
Okay. True story. We're chilling in the kitchen. I'm cooking dinner, right?
I know it. He did.
So she's on the computer doing some work and stuff. She was like, "Hey, you just want to turn on whatever?" I was like, "Cool." And I was like, "I haven't seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back in a while. I'll turn it on and put on this background noise." So I turned it on. She heard the first scene of him saying "fuck, motherfucker," and she just looked at me like, "Chris, what is this?" Oh, it's Jay and Silent. Yeah, exactly.
Jay and Silent Bob. Hand firmly around her neck because you know. Actually,
put a spatula in my hand. Put a spatula in the hand. That's it.
Hey Chris. You got to keep your hand on the back of her neck, so you got to let her know not only that you're in control, but it makes her pay attention because she's like a woman and stuff. So you got to keep her ready.
Oh God! If I could have been a fly on the wall during that conversation.
Look. Here's the thing. Eris, I wonder how it goes for you. Because I know about my autism and I know about Chris's. I wonder how it goes for you. There's a language barrier there. And even though you know the language, I still feel there's a cultural language barrier. And your autism is hitting her. All right, so you got to understand. It's called, hold on, Chris. It's called go-go music. It was made in 1970s in Washington, D.C.
You're all the way wrong.
I couldn't think of that.
Let the tall one speak. Go.
Who's gonna laugh at this? It's like that scene in Rush Hour when Jackie Chan comes to America, and he was like, Do you speak any English? That's Eris describing Jay and Silent Bob to his wife. I'm not saying she's dumb or anything. I'm just saying, but your wife knows English, so she's doing that Jackie Chan. I'm smiling like, okay. I
Oh no,
understand. Like,
no. She sees this sign, right?
yeah.
She doesn't catch it all the way. She's like, what does that say? Oh.
First of all, y'all gotta understand, even though that's hilarious, that is hilarious.
It's the
Hold on. I need y'all to understand something.
It's the tongue. It's the tongue.
I need y'all to understand something real quick.
He actually painted it red. That's crazy.
Yeah, he did. Real quick, Joey. Y'all, because you guys haven't seen it, but if y'all ever come to Japan, y'all need to watch American movies with Japanese subtitles.
I have.
When they put Japanese subtitles,
I have heard from you, and I can't wait.
they are hilarious, especially if you look online for like the Japanese subtitles for like certain movies. Some people, they really go out their way to put subtitles on everything. So to see a sign so to see the subtitles written for George Carlin holding up the sign like that is too funny.
Sure, don't make but the head. Do you know that I showed my sons that scene, and they're still like, why? I'm like, come on. It was gonna get you up the highway.
It was gonna get me. My man said it was gonna get me a couple of miles across the country.
Hey.
No,
Jay's line.
I take a shot.
I'll take a shot.
Hey. I like how Jay did the thing that any normal man would do in that situation. Normal white guy would do in that situation.
There are no
Here's
more
the line.
lines.
No,
there's the line right here.
You're not gay. Jay,
don't be so suburban.
Yeah, Jay straight. It's all the
same now.
Which
how relevant is that today?
Sexuality
because George Carlin, much like you gotta understand, y'all. When Jesus figures are people who come to earth who actually have a message that is of peace and is of telling people of change, and the masses hate them. And when they die, everybody loves them. Those are Messiah people. George Carlin was trying to tell you white folk, and all you white folk was like, he's so edgy, man. He doesn't believe in conventional stuff. I'm still going to vote for Reagan, but still.
The man gave you an hour and a half dissertation as to why you don't need to do that.
One of George Carlin's best.
You did not pay attention to anything.
One of his best comedy specials was the one that was made like about a couple years before he died.
You're diseased.
Yeah. He's old, but it's like George is good. He still talk. You know how he always talks fast? Like, yeah, we go get this, go do this. And he's still doing that at like age 80 at that point. And it was like George was still hitting everything. It's one of the best things ever. But I'm looking at that and I'm like, none of these white folk absorbed anything he said.
That's the kicker.
I can tell that every black person that saw that is like, yeah, George is him.
But that's what I'm saying.
None of these white people caught it.
George Carlin said everything that black people have said and I know George knew, okay, I'll just say it because I'm white. Let's see what happens. And like you said, no white people listen. They just say, ha ha ha, George Carlin is so funny. I'm like, but he's telling the truth. Like, you might want to listen. Like,
George knew that, and that was one of the things he picked up really early when he started going into that side of comedy. Yeah. He noticed that he's like, I'm hearing Richard Pryor say all these things. And, oh, Richard's so funny. Yeah. Well, he's a black guy, I don't live like a black person. Like, yeah, but you're getting fucked just like that black guy. The government is using you just like that black guy. How are you not seeing that? And George, he made that his life's work. Besides the comedy, he had plenty of that.
But that's what makes sense.
He was one of these dudes that was just a well of knowledge, And even to this, some of the stuff I thought was conspiracy that he believed in, I fully believe in now because I'm a grown man and I see it. But because it actually came to pass, Like,
Also-
holy crap.
Also, when I talked about at the start of this about the budget, Kevin Smith paid Carrie Fisher in a couch of her choosing in order for her to be in this movie, and that was I would say it was worth it for the scene that she had to do in this film.
I'm sorry, a what?
So Kevin, the story goes, Kevin was trying to get Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher said yes if Kevin could get this certain couch that she wanted. It was like a vintage couch. Kevin ended up getting said vintage couch, and she was like, all right, I'm in.
Thank you, Carrie.
But it goes into what I said. This movie was sort of like Kevin putting in that chip of a favor from everybody. Like, hey,
I was just gonna say that was really the whole point of this movie. Yeah, you combine a whole lot of worlds together via your own, but the amount of stars that you got to be in this movie, even if they're only in it for just one scene, the fact that you were able to get all these people together, and this was pre-Disney, like
Miramax was under Disney at the time still. So
but this is like before.
But this is pure fake. But you got, like you said, this is
before
fake.
the monopoly. Before before Disney started adding up all of these studios like the Infinity Stones. Okay,
this was also during that time where you had to do all these hookups. It had to be people.
And the thing I'm going now. Listen, the thing I'm going with this is the fact that you had friends. When you have friends in the industry and all you had to do is just ask them, hey, I wrote a scene for you in this movie. Can you be in it? And even if you say, hey, can you do this for me? And you get this for me, I'm in it. Like I'm in the movie. It didn't take much. Can you imagine trying to put something like this together today?
They still do stuff like that.
Yeah,
no. But I mean like on this particular level with these same type of people and their stock that it's at right now.
Yeah, they do that. They still do that.
Yeah, they still
like Will Arnett has showed up in movies where it's like, hey, dude, just give me like $3,000. I got it. Like everybody still cut favors with each other all the time. They still do that in movies. Hold on, I'm sorry, Chris. Especially the comedians, all the comedians that stay around each other, they stay doing that. Especially the black comedians do that.
I'll take it a step further. You're seeing it on television. One show that I love, and D knows this, Righteous Gemstones. Righteous Gemstones will throw in some big name celebs that pop in, comedians that pop in.
I think that's all HBO money. But I know
fair. My bad.
But Chris, on a level you might be right.
Yeah.
There's some people might be pro bono because much like you remember when Children's Hospital showed up on Adult Swim?
Oh yeah,
it's on that same level of have y'all niggas friends. So like 4 of you doing this for free. But you are not getting paid.
But here's the thing, and I know C will probably agree. Yeah, go. My bad. Because you might be hitting to what I'm about to say.
No, I'm saying, but that's my point. Is that y'all are friends? Like Kevin had a lot of friends in Hollywood during that Weinstein era of Miramax, and like I said, it's so funny how
the Weinstein era. We have to mention that, y'all. Not as a damn nation. Not as a damn nation. We just have to mention that.
I am mentioning that every single time.
Look. The money was flowing. Shut up.
I'm mentioning that every single time because all it took was one very dirty domino to just fall.
And that's my thing. It's like I think there is something to be said about how.
I mean, this is hard. I mean, listen, this was Harvey when the Fed showed up.
What the hell?
But and we've been in the press media arena for a while, and we got people that we know that have celebs that follow them and kind of all that stuff, right? There are celebs out here, even to this day, where they'll do something for the love of the game or just for the fans because they want to, right? So there is something to be said about a Carrie Fisher that's like, oh, I'm doing this because I really love what you do. All right, give me this couch and I'll be in it. Or you get, and I know some of these actors like a Judd Nelson and some of these older ones probably did it for SAG minimum because it's like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it.
I know who did it for SAG minimum. Oh boy.
Oh
Dietrich
yeah.
Bader. Know Dietrich did this for the SAG minimum.
He saw the script and was like, you want me to do what? All right, I'm in.
Wait. How long gonna be in it? All right, make it fast.
Also,
Sexy.
hey, you know what line I think was improv that he put in there? And when you finish, say
"Oh, what a lovely tea party."
That
no, that's Kevin Smith. That
That
was
is definitely Kevin Smith.
That was
No, because Chris, think about this. If there's anything I do know about Kevin, and you should know this, Kevin Smith does not like it when you go off script.
No,
Fair,
he doesn't.
fair.
He doesn't.
He hates it when you go off
Kevin is
script.
one of those guys. He does not like that. Now, I know who did get paid SAG minimum was like, no, bitch, pay me.
This is Mark Hamill.
This was during a time.
I need the applause sign. I wish you captured.
I forgot about the applause sign. I just remember, hey kids, it's Mark Hamill.
It's Mark Hamill.
Okay, this was one of the weird times where Mark Hamill has had one of the weirdest careers.
Weirder than Bill Murray's?
No, seriously, think about it. Star Wars, even back then, big deal. 80s hit, didn't do shit. Just did B movies. Just did straight up
Diver.
Then all of us, then he did Batman. It's cartoons, man. And he just kept staying, he just kept floating in that nerd vacuum. You know what I mean? He was right there the whole time.
He was like Leonard Nimoy in a way.
So yeah, just like Nimoy and them. And well, Shatner was bigger than that, so he could break away a little bit. But anyway,
Bones McCoy though.
Oh no. DeForest Kelly, he was there. All right. But that being said, still, you have some of those celebrities that couldn't escape that. This was during a time where Mark Hamill was still being praised for being Luke Skywalker, but no one respected him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird.
It wouldn't be until I'm gonna say about 10 years later where Mark really walked out of his house. It's like, there's a lot of flowers out here. Hey, Mark, you want to be in my movie? Sure. You want to be in this? Sure. You want to be in this? Sure. It was so, like I said, it had to be a while before he got used again, man.
What I really enjoyed,
kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool to see Mark.
What I really enjoyed about Mark's involvement in this movie, because even with him, he was only in it for a couple of minutes, just one scene.
Oh, he was there for a day.
Not just that. We got, if you really think about it, we actually got two Mark Hamills, because right after that scene of him, like right after the "Hey kids, it's Mark Hamill" applause, we get Joker laugh.
Yeah, I forgot we did get that laugh.
We got a solid, we got the solid Joker laugh. We got a little bit of Luke Skywalker because we got a lightsaber battle. But when he referred to his name of Cogknocker, he does the Joker giggle. He hits that.
Oh no!
I said, "Thank you, Mark. You gave us."
That was Trickster. That was Trickster right there.
That was Trickster. Okay.
Mine that had me fucking.
But still,
rolling.
you gave us Joker without even asking.
I love that had me rolling though. We have a Mark Hamill that doesn't like being upstage, because that line that still to this day has me lying. Oh, you're not gonna upstage me, Vander P.
Speaking of, hey, how you doing? This is
Mr. Dawson.
He plays Jay, and I play Silent Bill.
Oh God damn it, Jason! Did you read the script?
There's a script.
There's a script.
You wouldn't last a day on Dawson Creek.
Boy,
when he said that line, when Vanderbeek said that shit, I hollered.
Man, so you wouldn't last a day on Dawson.
This, Eris. It's the wouldn't last a day.
I'm like, God, how bad is it that you wouldn't even last a day on Dawson's Creek?
No.
I want people to put the picture here. This is 2001. Dawson Creek was like high drama for fucking damn young adults at the time. It's perfect. If you think
shit.
James had me let
went down in North Carolina. That went down in Dawson's Creek, North Carolina. You wouldn't something.
No, James had me laughing when he said, "Wait, you actually watched that show?" Yeah, of course, for Joey. She's too fine.
I like how they looked at Jason Biggs. Oh, you didn't do that fucking pie. See, every time.
A man said, "I'm haunted by it."
I like
dude,
how
you put your dick in the pie. What you think was gonna happen?
No. Come on, on TV. Don't you watch this? Don't you watch WB?
Like
Loser?
you said I'm a teen icon. No, hey Chris. Now when you say that he did that, here's me. Twice if you watch both versions. Two different angles, if depending on the version of the movie. You
know, a proper nation. A white boy put a dick in the pie. That was aspirations before red pill. Put your dick in the pie.
You did
Right.
what? It just takes some time. Till a minute after.
Hey Chris, he did it. One on the counter and one in front.
And ladies and gentlemen,
and one in front of the cabinet, depending on what version you looked at.
Hey,
either way,
hey, y'all. And DMV's own
twice.
And DMV's own Dietrich Bader said, I guess when he goes to jail, he's going to be the pie.
Prison, he's going to be the pie.
Nah. When he
Hold on, bro,
there,
Chris. You know, Dietrich Bader, being from Alexandria, Virginia, is one of my favorite bits of trivia. I love throwing that out the phone. He's from DC.
The cherry on top that puts Dietrich Bader on top for me. Best Batman next to our boy and Batman Brave and the Bold, easily to me.
I think
I love his Batman in that one. It was very
yeah.
I think
Dietrich Bader playing Batman in Brave and Bold was hilarious.
Dietrich Bader actually playing Batman, and I gotta be real. Him playing Batman in the Harley Quinn show is the funniest thing in the world, actually, because the reason why is because Dietrich Bader does a really great Batman, and his Batman is so rigid. So when you start throwing all these rated R jokes at him, it's like, but no, I didn't think. Stop talking like that. It's just so funny to hear.
The line from me from Dietrich Bader was, "Oh, okay. Well, we'll be out here after you clean up."
No, I like how you do this.
I wasn't gonna do the chapter.
Errors for a whole 2 years. Where's my goddamn religion go?
Sir, that was all of us. Yo, Prime be doing it. Eris be doing that shit. It is the funniest line ever. Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce?
Electric car, Bruce. Eris said that for almost 2 straight years. Every time he saw a Tesla, I knew he was like, my goddamn electric car, Bruce. I'm supposed to be driving in a Wayne right now.
For me, I was all like, yo, where's the Tesla Roadster at, man? You teased it and then you took it away. We never saw it again.
I like how
Ron.
I like how Eris says that you need to be worried about how he took the steel away from every single Tesla Cybertruck. That's why it's made out of folding. That's why it's made out of sheet metal and cardboard.
Well, you know, when
sheet
you
metal
have
cardboard and hopes and dreams,
dreams, and an idea of America.
The pen by Sonica.
The Pax by Sonic.
No. What's the Trump version of that? What's the Pax by Sonica and Trump?
I like how Trump is mad. You know how sick it is, the fact that I can imagine Trump in the fucking bison regalia, but it wouldn't. I
don't ever want to see that.
It wouldn't even hit in the funniest of ways. That's the sick part about it. It's like you would think that'd be funny, but it's not funny.
Chris, I know what you're trying to say, but here's the thing. I never want to see that because that would be completely disrespectful to the dictator uniform that
really
belongs. It's more to the uniform.
Look, we're U.S. citizens. We don't like dictators, but
you don't.
Also, how dare you?
We respect M. Vega Bison. Okay,
yes, that's what I was saying. How dare you talk about M. Vega Bison like that?
The guy that does this.
Eris.
The flaming hands.
Eris, I was actually about to call him Vega M. Bison, but either way.
Hey, blows your mind. What if that is his middle name? Vega M. Bison.
See, that would sound like. See, that was something. Hold on, that is something that would have came up in season 3 of that Street Fighter cartoon.
First off,
you gotta understand, guys. See, Barlog actually. So, guy we know is Vega with the claws, right?
just to date this, they just debuted that Street Fighter movie that's coming out, the trailer, and I'm in. They're going all in, wackiness and all. I'm in. Fuck it, let's go.
He's not saying nothing.
I'm not either.
I'm not going to say nothing. Actually, I don't want to watch the trailer.
After seeing the cast, I just said, I got.
So y'all don't give a fuck, do y'all? Y'all just don't care.
I got
it looks good, but yeah. Anyways, because I'm a juvenile and I'm the crowd that likes fart jokes, Ali Lauder busting ass after they go to the laser is still fucking.
That fart was so chunky, wasn't it?
First of all
that thing had weight to it, yo.
He ate a burger, and I like how she was like, "The little stoner man is right."
First of all 4 of these women in their prime in the cat suits.
Prime, huh? No. See, look. See, the reason why is because I'm just going to say
I'm saying prime because it's 2001.
No, I'm gonna say this for Chris because I know he wants to. Chris, you don't have to. I do it for you. Kevin, I know you're banging her. We don't want to.
So
we're done. We're done.
Interrupt real quick. One of these things are not like the other.
Yeah.
Right?
Look, Jen. Look, Jen. I don't hate you at all. I don't. I don't
know if I said this on the show. Elijah Dushku and Ali Lauder, they were 2 white women that I had a crush on. Straight up. That's just facts.
There you go.
I'm sure you had flowing blood and you were a man of the 2000s.
It was really Elijah Dushku because I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV show, Her as Faith.
Mm-hmm.
That just saying, that did it. Ali Lauder, Varsity Blues. That's
really?
Yeah, that's serious.
No. Well, I'd rather that than no. I like it because Varsity Blue. No. Yeah, I understand. Okay, I take that back. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it. I understand what you do.
And also, she put hands on Beyonce, so you know.
We look.
Been ducking that movie for years.
That's probably going to happen next year. We've been ducking that movie for years. I will say, like I said, man, Elijah. I ain't gonna tell you to stop, but this picture is very, very revealing for D. That's all I need. But anyway,
I enjoyed it. The fact that they had a deleted scene of the pizza delivery guy shows up.
That was Joe Quesada, by the way.
Yes, it was.
What?
And there was a scene.
Yep.
There was a scene where basically Eliza smashes him, right?
Yeah.
And I remember that scene after
girl shenanigans.
Like after Shannon Elizabeth's character Justice, when she sees that Jay and Silent Bob are on set at Hollywood and she sees the diamonds, she's like, screw it, grabs the diamonds. The thing is, she has to like sneak past. First of all, Ali Lauder and the homegirl, they were getting it in. That was a time, wasn't it? I don't know why that didn't make the final scene, but then she also
I don't think it is.
and then she bypasses Eliza and the pizza, like in the delivery guy. And she gets to the car. She was like, I knew she was going to smash the delivery guy.
Disgusting. You don't know where his penis been at. And you just let that off in there. And actually, thank you for D. It was Bring It On.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
and I'm going to be real.
It's Buffy and Bring It On easily for me. Dead
for
serious.
Elijah, but for me,
Dollhouse.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't look at 1 second of Dollhouse. That's when D was enamored with her.
Actually, Dark
and
Angel
didn't care what she did.
And Dark Angel. She wasn't
Dark Angel.
That's where I kind of had a crush on Jessica Alba because of Dark Angel. That's another.
I got to be real. That was a Josh Wheaton show, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh yes, Chris. I know very much about your.
I still had that poster, by the way.
Dude, I still have the picture I took of you with the.
Who did? Look, listen. Let me tell you something.
No.
Again, iconic imagery. You can't get that today.
Yes,
you really can't.
It's Jessica Alba with cowboy gear on. No, I love it. It's Jessica Alba as a cowgirl.
Chris said iconic. What?
Look, bro.
The way that this man was proud to own that stand.
Because here's the thing. It's like, look, I say it's iconic just because, like, yes, it's a product of the time because it's stylized Frank, about to say Frank Castle.
Frank Castle is back.
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller, like they nailed it from the comic, and it's just like the visuals of it just pops to me. Like it just pops. So it's like, hey, why not? Like it's there, and stuff. It's up there. So but like it's just one of those things where you can't give me Ali Lauder, Shannon Elizabeth, Elijah Dushku, and then it's like Kevin Smith's wife. No disrespect to her. It's just
no disrespect for her. Hey, Chris.
Yes, exactly. Come on.
Year 0 3BG.
Hey, my lineup was looking pretty crisp though.
No, y'all. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 1 second, real quick. Shout out to God. Where's the thing at? I want to take the joke down for 2 seconds. Shout out to Chris, the graduation.
Things have changed, but yeah.
All right. That's enough of this shit. Shit.
No, it's like no disrespect to his wife. It's just like I get it, like you said. We get it, Kev. You're banging your wife.
I get it, Kev.
But it does stick out. It's kind of like
I gotta be real. Kind of out your league and your weight class, but we're not going there. I'm proud of you, Kevin. I'm proud of you.
You're right. Look, it's the King of Queens effect. It's a real thing.
Here's the thing also. Great. Why did that hop in my head?
What?
Kevin Smith saying, I'm the fucking king of dark notions. Oh my God. Oh God. I'm the fucking king of dark notions.
Hey.
But I'm with Kevin. I'm tell you something. I know this kid. The fucking thing dark.
Hey. The Scooby-Doo scene in this movie still is fucking hilarious.
The Scooby-Doo scene, like, here's the funny thing. All the stoner jokes don't make me laugh no more because I smoke weed on a daily basis. So all this, like, shut up. You know what I mean? So it don't affect me no more. But there is joy out of knowing this. And who put it up? Thank you all. Thank you, Tevin. There's joy knowing that hi, Charlie Bob.
Hi, Charlie Bob. What if you left him in a hotel and
let's take him to the city motel and sell their movies?
Ah! Oh my God, he just wakes up. Ah!
Nah. The one line that they did take out the movie was when he got when you remember he went down on Carrie Fisher and they kicked him out the dirt. He said he was like, really? Tiff Commandment should be trimmed that shit. And that's why when they got out there, he said, no more this, no more Harry Bush nuns.
Hey, I like how when they go inside movies and they go back to the chat room, and again, it's everybody doing what people do in chat rooms, which is just fucking talk cash shit.
And back then, the response of Jay and Silent Bob, even though I knew back then at that time that was extreme, because it's like, dog, you're not going to fight them. They're across the country somewhere. Leave them alone. There were people that took it that seriously, and you still see it today on TikTok all the time. He ain't going to tell me like that. I got this. We see it with streamers doing this crap, man. Like, stop. Neither of you are going to fight each other. Stop it.
That's what I'm saying. That was the gift and the curse of once internet started expanding into the social media spaces, because, and I've said it before, like message boards, you had your measure of fuckery. Arguments were always going to happen, but that was the reason why you had message boards. But what I always loved about it was always, the line was racism and being a fucking dickhead and you're out of here, right?
Yeah,
but it never stopped the discussions and stuff, because all of us in there knew how to argue without like crossing the fucking line.
And the reason why is this, and I hate to be this,
the F-bombs were dropped several times.
Here's the thing. Also,
just to get a point across.
Yeah, you're not putting this into perspective. Also, Chris, we need to, and I don't know why people don't do this. Also, during that time, the people that had access to the internet were the educated. I hate being this person and saying like this, but most people who had the internet, either you were just shopping on that joint, or early shopping where nobody trusted, but you were shopping on it, or on doing eBay crap, or you were on a message board. That was about it. That was about it. Or you was trying to do some little weird thing with music, and let's not talk about how music took over the internet too. But you know what I mean. So
But the arguments was basically in line with how fucking Robert Giuliani and then Morgan Freeman and Lean On Me when they arguing and say, all right, come on, let's get something to eat. That's kind of how we discuss. We'll sit there and say, fuck you, man, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, oh man, you remember that show last night? And it's like, it's fine, it's cool. It's great.
You know, that's something, man. It's like that's just changed. There's so many people, like, I think that's the early thing in the internet. Yeah. It is. It's just dumb. It's real dumb. There were always streaks of this dumbness. And real talk, let me make this very clear. There was always racism on the internet. Oh, yeah. I never forget when I was a kid, there was www.nigger.com. Who you think was on it?
What do you think was on it?
So, yes.
Yeah, that was
the internet
a real
was
website.
always, yes, the internet was always racist. The internet was always a level of dumb, and it was always a level of depraved. Okay, it was always like this.
Somebody actually paid,
every day. I didn't know that was
no. Someone actually paid for the domain name to be.
But look, and then when they started knocking them down, they started using code words like
steakandcheese.com.
Ooh.
So the internet has always been this.
I have seen way too many white guys assholes on fucking steakandcheese.com. No.
Yes.
No. What is the internet? That is the most.
It's so funny you say that too, Chris, because the link. Hold on, dude. The link would actually say like a new moon, and you click.
Thank you. Eris knows. That's what.
What was the reason? I had a reason. What was the reason? What was the reason? I just explained the reason.
Can you imagine 7:15 in the morning? You walk in the library, somebody pulls up steak and cheese, and you're like, "Whoa, hey!"
I will never forget it. I was having one of the roughest days of my teenage life. I finally make it to school after being accosted by cops because me and my friends were late to school. We were black and we were outside of Crossland. How dare you niggers try to get education? So you know what happened? Do you know what happened? I walked into the computer lab. A bunch of people were hee-hee-heeing. Hey, D, come over here and see this. I'm seeing Wilma getting railed by Barney.
Look, I have segments in real life called Take Niggas Art Supplies Away.
Yes.
That's where it started.
Chris, we need to be melting crayons and snapping pencils. Yes.
And now these niggas got AI now. Now I gotta see fucking damn Malcolm X alley-oop and fucking MLK and shit.
Hold on, stop. You're not digging it. We're not getting, I got to see Martin Luther King going, y'all niggas shut up, I'm trying to do the speech. We got to see that.
No, I got to see George Washington Carver over here crossing up Abe Lincoln.
Right?
I see Mary McClure Doom. We see Mary McClure Doom.
Tap dancing with Mr. Bojangles.
Tap dancing with Mr. Bojangles doing the Millie Rock. with Kobe Bryant and Goku.
Bees and Cobra.
Somebody did a fucking
Goku. I like it.
Somebody did an AI of what Bernie Mac would dress like today. And it was the most disrespectful ass shit ever. Motherfucker had on some tight jeans and Jordans and the fucking satchel that niggas be wearing now and shit.
Not the messenger bag.
Yeah,
I knew we were cooked. I knew we were cooked when Patrick Starr did Keisha Cole better than Keisha Cole. I knew we were cold. Never knew. When I heard this, I'm like this. On some real shit. Patrick is killing this joint. Patrick sound better than Keisha.
Or Arnold Schwarzenegger singing "No More Drama."
I died when I saw that. Oh my god! I'm sick of it. And DJ Sue, who is a staunch hater of AI and how it's going to tear up the earth, Hey, D, look at this. Hey, yo, Charlie, it's me, Franklin. Fuck all that shit. Why can't I eat on the other side of the table?
Listen, the Charlie Brown.
We are trying to keep a data center out of Prince George's County. You with your coon ways.
No. I hate AI with a passion, but let me tell you something. Them Charlie Brown Franklin crash outs are justified.
Eris, this is Eris, y'all.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
I think you know what? I'll put the cherry on this.
I've always said Charles M. Schultz died for this.
I will put the cherry on top of this. This is gonna have both of you rolling. Okay. I got fooled for like maybe 2 seconds before I peeped it. So there's a video going around. Black woman and what looks like she's inside a Rolls Royce, wearing a top and a bikini thong, she look like she basically ain't wearing anything under there. Initially, you would look at it and be like, that would be some IG model doing some bullshit like this. But then you peep, hey, her hairline changes when she turns. Hey, how come her fingernails change different colors? Hey, the thighs ain't really looking like what thighs will look like on a black woman.
Look like disconnected BBL thighs.
It was, but like if you're not really privy to that, you would be fooled pretty well to a point.
Give away the audio, and all of y'all are still being fooled on the audio. The audio has an echo to it. Y'all can't tell. No one can tell.
Somebody said Matt Barnes probably gave that fucking AI video $30,000, and I laughed.
Good. Matt Barnes.
I feel bad for Matt. Matt is not a millennial. He is the last of Gen X, and that was the most Gen X thing he could
Zennials, they call it Zennials, like they're like
he's a Zennial. Yeah, he's a Zennial. So he's not one of us. And that was one of the most Gen X things you do. I thought she was real, bro. What?
No, thank you. No, the last sentence, the water already gone.
No. I like how Vince Staples was like, fuck it, keep using AI. Let's just suck all the water dry. We're all gonna die anyway, so fuck it, let's go. I'm like, you know what?
I will look. Look. There are some.
I think of AI as alchemy from Full Metal Alchemist. Every time somebody used alchemy, you're using a soul from the real world.
I feel like they're like
2003 Full Metal Alchemist. By the way,
do you realize that all the water on the Earth is actually prehistoric? Yes, that's very true. All the water that's on the Earth is prehistoric.
We don't need that shit no more.
Fuck the water.
Darius, thank you. I agree. AI is the real house of dynamite.
It really is. Wait, lying. I knew.
I'm sorry, I had to step away for a second.
No, hey, Aaron, look. Vince Staples had a point.
No risk, no reward.
It's the dub.
Actually, that's Timberland right now. That's Timberland right now.
Yeah, it is. That is Timberland, but no, it's the dub. The lips ain't even matching.
Look at the non-matching, y'all.
No risk, no reward.
No risk.
Timberland needs his ass fucking beat.
I like how Timberland not only got an AI girl, but you made her Asian doing rap.
Well, let's be real.
She got a Grammy.
Actually, relevant to this era and stuff. To be fair, this is the same Timberland that did get a wife that looks like Aaliyah, and the fact that you even put that out there for us to know that's the reason why you got with your wife is like weird behavior there, buddy. You didn't have to.
Yeah.
That nigga said that shit, and I was like, hey, Tim, we didn't ask for you to tell us that. Like, no, just no.
He's still gonna tell us.
Come on, y'all. It's going to be good. The second I heard, got to do that, boo, 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 me. Like I told you, I knew it was going to be garbage. This nigga stayed on those computers, frying all of Virginia, killing our power grid, by the way.
Everybody in the fucking Norfolk area wondering why the electric bill went up, and it's like,
do you know that these niggas? We were sitting here. Everybody in Maryland was sitting here like, why is our electric bill up? Oh, but that's because I got a data center in Montgomery County. Everybody in the state of Maryland collectively turned around and looked at Moe County. Man, we needed the money, bro.
Like, go fuck yourself. I live down the street from that shit. What are we doing here?
Chris, I love how everybody like, wait a minute, we got a data center where in Montgomery County? Hey man, look, it was cold that winter. I was trying to get them Jordans.
Hey, speaking of which, so I like how when they're flying around to the country beating up everybody from the Message Boys, did you love the whole sort of horror from Tekken kick that fucking Jay did to that one kid? Just God, I'm like, yo.
For me, it was the Hulk Hogan leg drop of Silent Bob.
For me, it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Yoke that nigga up with the cord. Oh God, Chris, time for you to laugh again.
And sometimes
Ben Affleck can stop the Moon Reaper.
First of all, gentlemen, I wanted to mention that
the 2000s Photoshop on Ben Affleck.
No, not even that. Not even that. It was oh God, what was it? The fact that the Moon Reaper, Jesus. No, the fact that the security on set had to say, we have a 1004. I thought that was a 1082. No, a 1082 is removing a dead hooker from Ben Affleck's trailer.
Oh, that Affleck. 10-4.
I want you to understand something. I am Ben Affleck in that scene. I wasn't with a hooker today.
I think
D did say that at one point. Yeah, that's Chris. Like,
it was something that happened. And Chris be going, bullshit. I wouldn't get into it today.
The moment Affleck said that line, I'm just looking at that moment. I'm going, that's Chris. I was like, Chris, like, granted, this is like 2001. Like, I would say 2001 up to like 2007. I'm like, Chris, if there was ever a moment that you had to remove a dead hooker from wherever you were.
First off, if I make so much money that I got dead hookers, that's a problem. To be honest with you.
Jesus, really?
No, dead hookers in your wake, sir.
Thank you, right? Like, that's a problem, first off. Second off, look, why even do that to yourself? That's something that always baffled me about, like, that 80s and 90s period. You always heard about some weird accident with a fucking hooker or with a celeb, and it's like, what the hell is going on here? Like,
see, I would just take it. I would take it to the satirical 1980s, and I would be more like Bob Morton. You know what I'm saying? I would just have. I would just have the jacuzzi, and they would just be there to accompany me.
No, here's the problem.
Then you say bitches leave.
No, one of y'all that would come to me with some business would say that.
Bitches leave.
And I'm like, y'all better do it. Anytime my best friend come running directly to me while I'm in a hot tub. Didn't even let me get the robe yet.
All right, it's time for somebody to do it, and it's D's turn to do it. All right, guys, here we go. I am the master of the clit. Remember this face. Wherever you see the clit, you see this fucking face. I make that shit work. No one rolls the clit like me. Not this little fuck. None of you little motherfuckers. I am the clit commander. When it comes down to business, is what I do. I pinch it like this, and I go,
rub my nose.
Rub my nose.
Oh. I like how later on when he does that in front of Vanderbeek, he's like, "Oh, I had plenty of that stuff."
No, it was no. I think what was it? No, it was when he asked Vanderbeek. He was like, "Hey, like, did you ever get to second base with with so and so on the show?" Well, there was this one time. Hey, wait a minute, who are you guys?
They're just stunt doubles, dumbass.
The fact that you asked Jason Biggs, did you ever get with that Russian chick? You mean Shannon?
No, we didn't make
That was a very regretful sounding no.
That was that was
Okay.
like that was real.
Time to get a little semi-sad. Jason Biggs was on a podcast.
Oh God.
And I think a lot of, if you weren't, look, there's some certain celebs that just falls through the cracks. Jason Biggs is one of them because he was on that high during this time period with American Pie and all that stuff.
I mean, sir, he was Leonardo in the 2012 Ninja Turtles, but go ahead.
But so here's the thing.
I didn't know he was that bad. Like I said, I was surprised looking at it as his filmography, yeah.
No, but I'm saying is that motherfucker got hooked on drugs and alcohol heavily. And it was during this whole period of time. Like the way he explained it, it was basically kind of like it's that handle your high shit where you wouldn't know that he was doing that shit. Cause it was like, no, he was like pre-gaming before going to parties and stuff, but like he was rolling to those parties drunk, but people didn't know because he'd be nursing a beer the whole time and shit because he was getting fucked up beforehand and he was doing all the drugs. But again, you wouldn't notice it, you know, during that time because that was just where he was at in Hollywood at that time and stuff. And that kind of did affect, and that did affect like his career to a point, basically. And he said he had to get sober because of that. So it's like that scene from Jay and Silent Bob, you have to imagine internally, that's probably how he feels like I'm the pie fucker. I'm the guy from Loser. They don't remember that. I'm stuck as the guy from American Pie, basically.
I'm kind of, yeah.
I mean, yeah. This is honestly you smashing that pie. No pun intended. Was what put you on the map.
Dick and Pie. Holy shit. Bro, what the fuck, man?
Hey. 1999.
Hey.
And don't get me wrong. You did some very silly stuff in that movie.
Oh, no, he did. There was this.
I mean, come on. The tube sock and the pillow bit from the beginning of the movie.
The super glue.
That was the second movie, but yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Because like I said, he kind of got typecast.
He did get typecast. You know what's funny? The couple that made it, him and this one time in band camp, like Allison Hannigan, the both of them got typecasted throughout their careers.
Yeah.
Which is really sad.
It's weird when it happens to both stars.
Very much so.
Oh shit! Hey guys, maybe it's some kind of super monkey. What if it's like some super monkey at a lab? Like they make it, like they create an army of them. Holy shit! It must be some conspiracy like X-Files, Roswell style.
Nah.
Little monkey could be fucking.
Nah. The shit they had me rolling.
Go Chris. He could be the monkey, the damn dirty ape responsible for the fall of the human race.
Hey.
Has this world gone mad?
When it
won't spank the monkey. The monkey will spank us.
When it cut to Randall getting shot with that shitty Planet of the Apes fucking ape, just
Dante had me wrong. I'm not supposed to be here today.
Dude, the Jay and Silent Bob monkey version hanging out in front of the quick stop was.
I always crack up looking at that.
That is genius.
Only those as super smart as me will be alive to realize. You maniacs!
Like you bitterly cry, you maniacs!
Damn yous! God damn yous all the hell!
You know,
you're like monkey fuck. Stop!
You know the amount of movies that this one movie was references is too funny. I mean, we had our fugitive scene.
It's the monkeys, nigga.
Yeah, the Planet of the Apes.
I don't like the humor. I was cracking up.
The Planet of the Apes bit, the fugitive. We saw Scream. We saw. We even got to see Daredevil.
We saw a shitty Daredevil.
We saw Daredevil take a tumble in the back. We saw. Oh god! Oh yeah, the actual Blunt Man and Chronic movie.
The Scooby Doo reference, like we said.
Yeah, the Scooby Doo reference early on in the movie. God, there was so many things. And shout outs to Shannon Doherty. I was happy to see her in the movie.
God damn it, monkey again. Well, you know, they said they like monkeys in movies.
Is it real?
Wes Craven.
No, I'm sorry, Wes. Seriously, seriously, Wes, a monkey? I mean, Jesus, you guys aren't even trying, are you?
That line right there, I was like, perfect.
Here's no. What's Scream? Bitch, I made Scream 2 and 1 and 2. You better
Put some respect on my name, bitch.
respect on my name. You the little one in this equation, not me. Dog, man.
Meanwhile, look, screw this. I'm going back to Charmed.
Eris. One line that, for whatever reason, I fall apart on every time. And I tell myself I'm not going to laugh. I do it. I laugh every time. Hey. 3 girls.
No, 4 girls and 3 guys. No, I got you, D. I got you. Well, 4 girls and 3 guys. What's the count, boys? Let's rock. Sean William Scott.
I don't know why.
Hey, boomer reference with Prince Valiant.
Hey, watch your language, little
the
boy.
Prince Valiant reference.
Look, watch your language, little boy.
There's females present.
You gotta do it because you got the braces on, so you gotta plug it.
Nah. Girls don't fart, silly.
Oh no, I got you, Chris. Of course they don't. Only skeevy stoners fart. I can't tell you the amount of times that Sean laughed in between takes of doing his lines was just too good. I mean, again, Sean William Scott only in the movie for that one scene, never seen again. Too funny.
Hey there, Mr. Science Guy.
Yeah.
Don't scream that aerosol in my eye.
Fry.
Hey.
I don't really
die. I'm a noble rabbit.
Hey.
Now, of all the stuff they cut out, I am with Scott Moser for cutting out. There's one thing I would have kept, but I agreed why they cut it out. After he did that, Ollie Louder. But she had a look on her face where it's like, no, we can't put it in the movie. Because she was about to laugh. Her look on her face like...
Hey, listen.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, like a trouser snake. Ooh, what's his trouser snake?
Now's your time to whip it out. What you waiting on?
Let her rip, boy.
No, hold on. Reach in your pants and pull your cock out. That's how you know he means it, because he says cock.
You know what, man? Look.
This is the part where you see the...
Look. I know this isn't a BAM episode, but I have to put this out there.
But we bitch slapped him.
It's sent him
White
back.
people are the only people. I think. Look. They say white people don't have culture. Well, you have culture because you guys say cock in a way that's just like unappealing. It's not appealing.
It's really not attractive. No matter the gender, you could be like woman saying it, guy saying it. It's just. It just cuts, like, hold on. You ever had a paper cut and it didn't necessarily, cut you deep enough to bleed, but it broke the skin enough? That's what that is. Hearing that word does that. Imagine getting that type of paper cut, like a good 12 times in less than 5 seconds.
I'm just saying, like, Lord bless your heart if a black woman says cock, and I'm like, who are you and where are you? Get out!
What white guys?
In the place.
There was a my dad.
At that point, CJ, you break out the PKE meter.
My dad used to joke at when we saw like white women in movies and
it starts moving up.
My dad used to make fun of all white women in movies who used to start speaking Spanish. My dad be like, we know where you been at. We know what dick you been on. All right.
Nah, just that the devil, and then the angel comes there with a black eye.
Jesus loves the little children.
Barely holding onto the harp.
Oh, don't tell me you think about sticking your dick out this fine piece of ass.
No, this fine piece of woman, sir.
Fine piece of woman, I forgot, yeah.
Look at Silent
Bob. Smacked him with the harp.
He said, look at Silent Bob and see what he says. I like Kevin Smith's like,
That's right. Put the dick down. Oh God.
He's like, no pervious is gonna work. You gotta be smooth. Be Don Juan Delanucci.
hey.
Now I gotta go back and smack these two little bitches. Remember.
Again, scene with scene.
Like, don't take it out until she asks or until she's sleeping.
Funniest random line. Hey, lady, you ever had your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat? Yeah.
He's okay. Like he's not like that. Look at him.
Dude, the fact that when they got to a different convenience store and they're trying to hang out, and I'm like, okay, this isn't comfortable. This is like Bob over here. Yeah, we'll switch.
Let's see if that works.
Nah, it just isn't the same.
Nah, so just me rolling those like that, and then also, I am the clique commander, Jon Stewart.
Terrifying.
Young Jon Stewart.
Very young Jon Stewart.
And this will probably be the
really
last
Daily Show.
All right, this real talk. The last thing we'll talk. This will probably be the last thing before we spam jokes, and that is Will Ferrell. We did not talk about him this entire episode. Will Ferrell. This had to be one of the movies, believe it or not, that helped his upward trajectory in Hollywood during that time.
And it was a jumping off point.
It was one of the jumping off movies he had. Remember, he was already in Night of the Roxbury's, but during this time, remember, he was on his last year of being on SNL, and by that time, everybody knew. Oh, Will Ferrell was going to be the next Bill Murray.
But he would come back to SNL. But he came back every now and then to SNL, because I remember that time when David Spade came back to SNL for a night, and Will Ferrell was there.
Will Ferrell, but yeah, Will Ferrell, it's kind of funny that this movie for me, because after this it was like what, Anchorman? Anchorman, it was like a couple years later, but still.
A couple years later, I think.
Yeah, but like I said, this was the jumping on joint for him, man. He was
old school Anchorman.
Giving it his all in this one.
Talladega Nights.
Yeah, Talladega Nights is still like ace.
My line
for me it's Anchorman, not Talladega Nights.
For me, my favorite lines of of Will in this one was when he first shows up. Well, who let the cats out, huh? Wait. What? Then when he meets with the sheriff, he said, "Hey, look, I'm here to find out, like, who took the he's federal wildlife marshal."
He got mileage out of that.
He did.
Showing the badge off like that.
And when they said, well, first of all, don't you think that this whole thing was really a diversion? Like, the real thing was, Zoolander, that was the other one. Like, from the real objective, which was the diamond heist. Oh yeah, that's a very believable scenario. That sounds more like something out of a bad movie.
I like how he looked and didn't try to look deeper in the camera, like there was something else behind it.
Like,
all right.
we got 3 solid look at the camera jokes when Jay and Silent Bob and Ben Affleck did it. Silent Bob, of course, somewhat breaking character, looks at the camera and he gives that smile like, I'm happy you all came to see this movie. It's like it's like Jay and Silent Bob movie? Who paid to see that?
You people.
That
was a line they loved doing in the 2000s anyway.
Oh yeah, it was having having people look at the audience.
Oh God, Chris, you don't understand. For D, this brings me pleasure. You know that Jamie Kennedy is red now. Yes, the Jew is with the Republican Party. So when I got to see Chris Rock cuss his little crack ass out, I enjoyed it.
Does your dad know you work for a black man?
D is proudly can say, I was never a Jamie Kennedy fan, and I barely laughed at the experiment.
I will admit I watched it. I will fully admit I watched it.
Jamie Kennedy,
but I wasn't a fan like
Jamie
that.
Kennedy to me is such a weird conundrum in that, like, he fit in that era. I think he's part of that whole Seth Green kind of like age bracket where he was in I think he was in Can't Hardly Wait.
Was he a part of that?
I think so, but like he's in that same sort of grouping of actors that hung out with each other kind of thing. And it was, especially with like the Scream series, the first two movies at least, like he had this weird popularity, and it could be because of Malibu's Most Wanted for sure. But like it was just this weird, like he had a career that was just in a weird way just treading water, and it wasn't like terrible. It was just like it existed.
Yeah. And I think really what did it for him was actually Son of the Mask. That killed his career. Because
in a weird, you're right, in a weird way for a guy like that who was like, all right, cool. Yeah, Son of Mask, which was like that's one of many sort of cash grab sequels that you're just like, why?
I remember people liking Kicking It Old School, but to me, by the time he was doing that,
kind of sort of brought him back, but not really.
Here's the thing, and nobody wants to admit this. Even though he wasn't one, he loved doing wigger humor. He thought that doing wigger shit was the funniest stuff in the world. And what everybody forgets about wigger humor is this. Shit's not funny after 2 jokes.
Yeah.
Trust me, it ain't. We have been making up jokes of ICP people for years, and they're still around, and it don't work. Okay, it just don't work. It's like they're poor white trash. Let them have fun. Okay,
I'll say this:
there's no point.
David Arquette has the career that Jamie Kennedy was trying to get.
Ooh. I really like now. People probably say, "Well, how did Jimmy Kennedy? Do you have proof of that?" Here's the thing. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Thank you, bruh. Because I was going to allude.
That is a good. You know what? Yeah.
I was about to allude to that. He was already kind of scraped underneath that. He was already in that jump. Remember, he was all the way back in Dead Poet Society. He was all the way back in that when he was a kid.
Oh, yeah, Boiler Room.
He was already in Hollywood.
Yeah, Boiler Room and all that. Yeah, shit. I forgot about that.
My man, he was already friends with half these people, and he was a mid-level. You know what he is. You know what he is, and it's funny because both of y'all on the same side, and he's still better than you. He is the Rob. He is wannabe Rob Schneider. We got Rob Schneider at home. That's Jamie Kennedy to me. You're not funny when you do any other accent. You're not funny when you try to act black. You're not funny when you try to do your regular-ish, and you can't do drama. You can barely do comedy, and you shouldn't be doing anything but horror movies getting killed in the van. Yeah, I said it.
And you know who was a wannabe Jamie Kennedy?
Who?
Mitch Maloney.
Ah, yeah. Ooh, fuck.
God bless the dead. I mean,
yeah,
sucks, but
yeah, young.
You look at Malibu's Most Wanted, the breaks.
Yeah, Mitch made it so you could run. You want to be, I'm kind of cool and kind of funny. No, Seth Green on his laziest day is better than you.
That's what I'm saying.
If that sounds like a lot of hate for Jamie Kennedy, here's the funny thing: I don't hate him. I don't care about him.
Yeah. No, but I mean, if we're being real, Hollywood has always tried to make different people make fetch happen with them. Because if you think about it, Jamie Kennedy was kind of in that category of somebody trying to find the next Jim Carrey, which is probably why they put him in Son of Mask. Because they were like, everybody was trying. And that's even to this day, there's always music industry movies or whatever. They're always trying to find the next version of this all the time. Like even when we look at music, Ja Rule was sort of supposed to be the next Tupac or whatever and shit, but that's a different story altogether on that.
That is so disrespectful.
Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, Rob Schneider did not have that many movies.
Rob Schneider did the definition of "I'll suck your dick for coke" of movies, like The Animal. Like Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
Bro,
Like
you would not look. I will defend Deuce Bigelow. European Gigolo, I won't. Actually, I will. That movie stunk. You know who was the best person? They was about to do something. Your boy Chris, adorable dog. Hold up, I got a question. Boy, he stole the movie.
No, it's just like
I did not like European Gigolo, but
was it the animal? Oh, the hot chick. Which hot chick is underrated.
I didn't like the hot. No, the animal to me is actually underrated. It's actually the animal was stupid. Don't get me wrong, but it's underrated. It's actually pretty funny for the time, man.
Nah, but it's just like but that's like to Dee's point. We don't hate Jamie Kennedy. It's just, but like him playing the one, like I bet your dad taste that boogalicious flavor. It's when he came back with the coffee the second time. And it's
the flavor.
It's when he came back and he just slaps out saying, "Get this shit the fuck about it."
That nigga Chris Rock telling us how that nigga Chris Rock proving to us that his divorce couldn't come anytime sooner is what he said. Yeah, I got some girls in my trailer right now. Want to part my meat.
Just a part form.
I'm like, hey Chris, how true is actually that? Because the way we heard your marriage failed, Jesus, Chris, you just couldn't take it no more. I had to fuck something.
It's gonna be as worse as House Party 2 or House Party 3. Shut the fuck up. See, that is a white guy getting in black people's business in that moment.
Here's the difference, y'all. There are two.
Ain't got nothing to do with you. This is black problems.
I want y'all to know. Right? There are two directors in the Winehouse umbrella. One wrote the line "Dead Nigga Storage." The other one said, "Hey Chris, you got it. I can ad-lib. Go ahead. I got this shit because I'm not going to write the word nigga down. You got it." So that's the difference between Kevin Smith and Quentin Tarantino. Kevin's gonna be like, look, if you want to throw it in there, go ahead.
Or
I'm not gonna stop it.
I'm sorry, D. There's a third scenario for this. Or Chris chose to go uncredited for writing his lines in this movie.
Yeah, I think that happens. That happens all the time. You're right. He probably
I will say this though.
It's probably one of those situations where directors like, you can write your own stuff on there. I'm gonna see if it lines up with everything I want. Boom, boom, boom. Do it. You know what I mean? I believe it.
Because again, it's not like it's going to be used again like later in the movie. Like Chris Rock is literally in one scene.
I mean, look,
he's gone.
Quentin Tarantino, you got to bargain with feet pics. That's the only way that's gonna.
No. See, here's the thing. You don't necessarily bargain. He puts the camera at your feet because it's integral to the story. All right.
Well, guys. If she got a size 9, that tells us a story. That tells us
I wanted to make sure that she wiggled her big toe.
It was important that we seen that scene, you know. We wouldn't know that she can move.
You look, Aris, when you talk like Quentin Tarantino, you have to do your eyes like this, right? Maybe you got to kind of your nose like that, you know.
Which is ironic, you know. It is kind of ironic that Kevin is in that class of the filmmakers that were like the daring to him, Quentin, and fucking Robert Rodriguez.
I hate all of you white people that love to use the term renegade when it comes to
the renegade
directors.
Yeah.
Stop saying that shit. That is such a white guy thing to say.
He's so renegade.
You ain't lying. That has been Quentin Tarantino forever. Now, yes, this is an interesting thing also about Chris Rock. Chris Rock, God love him, has a shitty movie career.
Osmosis Jones is underrated.
Osmosis Jones is probably my favorite Chris Rock movie besides Pootie Tang. I can't give him Pootie Tang because he wrote that.
That is facts, though.
That's it.
You know, see, and I agree with this. Both Pootie and Osmosis flopped. Osmosis flopped even harder, but somehow still got a Saturday morning cartoon show.
Hold on. I will say this also about Osmosis Jones. There was because Osmosis Jones was one of those cartoons that ate up on video. Now I don't say they made back their budget or whatever, but because they ate up on video, 90s and early 2000s kids have a relationship with Osmosis Jones. You know what I mean? They love that movie, man. And then Pootie Tang became a fucking cult classic. Why the fuck we might have to do Pootie Tang. See, there's a whole lot of shit we gotta do next year. God dang. There's a bunch of movies I wanted to touch next year. We probably won't make it to. But all right, we gotta spam these jokes out. What jokes have we missed? You
weren't saying that last night when
No,
I don't hear you complaining daily.
Nightly.
Hey.
Yo, that dude. He had like the most iconic moment in Mallrats. Clerk. Jason Amy. Damn, tripping. That whole thing about what's a Nubian? Shut the fuck up. That
Oh yeah. Actually,
I was just gonna say the fact that Snowball returned to this movie just to say that was beautiful, man. Coming out of the theater when Blunt Man and Chronic dropped, I was like, you know what? I wonder how many people caught that and remembered him from Clerks.
I'm pretty sure somebody caught that. Especially the Clerk heads, John. Plus the people that love Clerks did. This part, Eris, is actually one of the best parts of the movie because we all agree. You do realize that you getting your money is none of my fucking concern.
But I think it is.
When you made Blunt Man and Chronic, we gave you permission for that. He broke it down. I was like, yeah. At that point, when you made this a movie, when it crossed mediums, you were supposed to come back to us. Since you didn't, you owe us money.
No, not
yeah.
No. The way he worded it was perfect. He says, this, sir, finds you in a very actionable position.
Yeah.
The way he said very actionable position, Jay. Yeah.
I'll give you half of what I make on this movie. You don't like that? I'll give you 2/3 of it. You said half.
No, fuck that.
Jay.
You said half.
And it's Silent Bob like,
hold on, I got you. I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
Silent Bob. He's like, fuck that. Oh shit, I deleted it. He's like, fuck that shit.
Bro. I'm like, bag fumbleage right there.
No, for me, this is a great joke for one prime reason. Hey, Lunchbox, didn't you just get done talking? You could have said something that stopped that.
You could have.
That's where the comedy comes from for me. That he used up his token and now he can't say nothing.
Well, no, he said it twice. The sign on the car says Critters of Hollywood, you dumb fuck.
Say it, don't spray it.
It's the face that he makes like.
I would say, gentlemen, Jason Mewes doing this movie, the fact that this movie got made all because of a promise that Jason made to Kevin. And his promise was that he would get so that they could do this movie.
He said as much, I think, in the early episodes. Did you listen to it? Jay and Silent Bob Get Old.
Yeah, I listened to it too.
Oh yeah, it talked about it like you could tell this is where Jason was off the drugs because he said his face was more fuller in this film, and it's like, oh yeah, it is because like you
can tell when people ain't taking heroin.
Yeah,
you can tell when they're not taking heroin no more.
But it's funny, Clerks 2, he's sober, but you could tell he's still thinned out. He wasn't as like a little. It's like, oh, okay.
Put it this way, you can.
And then you see Jay and Silent. And then you see Jay and Silent Bob rebooting, and I'm like, oh my god, Jay, you got white people old on us.
Yeah, them drugs,
smoking weed, and that's it.
Them drugs zapped him. Only thing that keep him alive is marijuana at this point. Yeah. So shoot. But I'm glad this was one of those stories that it did produce one of the most sincere stories, because I don't have no friends that are drug dealers, drug addicts, drug dealers maybe, but no, not drug addicts. No, I knew one person that was on drugs, and it was very serious. And when I say drugs, I'm talking not heroin. I mean heroin. Yeah, it was heroin, and it was, put it this way, for our age, it's one of those things where it's like, how? And you had to hear a story, and you'd be like, I would have did it too. It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. You're at ground zero. Might as well do it. And it's one of the, if you like, I can't describe, because me just saying that sounds stupid, but you have to understand where somebody's head is at if they are used to drugs and stuff like that. It's crazy. But for Jay, hearing about him getting over drugs, over heroin, that's tough, bro. It was he stopped and started, then stopped, then started.
See, his thing, Kevin was always
on top of that, Jay is a super. He was dealing with crazy levels of narcolepsy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, look,
the drugs weighted 10 times worse too.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin being a pothead, I always thought that was bound to happen anyway, especially with all the stories he talks about anyway. So it's like,
all right, the pothead nodding it's been a long day, man. He been waiting for that joint. That's how it is. When you see with a pothead, it's like he needed to take a nap. When you see somebody taking naps because they doing heroin and stuff, that's a different.
A heroin.
That lean. Oh man, nah. See, you know how many niggas I seen on the metro holding on to the metro pole, just especially here in DC.
Hit you with that smooth criminal lean.
Yeah. DC, here in DC, we had niggas on water. Niggas on water is still a problem, but it was way worse 2 decades ago.
And now look at Jason Mewes. Dude's a streamer on Twitch.
He's a father. He doesn't call women bitches anymore. Speaking of which, I blame myself, but looking at this movie, D used to talk like that. Eris is a witness. D used to use the word bitch a whole lot. So much so that my wife still thinks that's my favorite cuss word, when now it's actually fuck. But no, my wife really thinks I like saying bitch. And no, I don't. She made me not like saying it no more, because it's fucking disrespectful to call that to women. It has to be a friend I know for me to go, and it has to be this situation. Bitch, is you crazy? It has to be that situation with me to call you a bitch if you're a woman. If you're a dude, I'm gonna call you a bitch all day. Eris, you a bitch. So I like it here. The look on Eris's face, like,
I was actually looking for the clip. Like, I was looking for the 50 Cent clip.
You know what? You want to know?
Oh yeah, why you say fuck me for? Nah, I got one for you, nigga. Fuck you too.
Thank you.
You know what's
but still. When I hear Jay talk like that, I'm like,
yeah.
Oh my God, I used to say bitch all the time, just like that. Wow.
You know what's wild, ironic? Product of its time, like we said, 2001. This movie, as much, even though it made a good amount of money for the budget that it had and stuff, your opening weekend, you lost out to American Pie 2 and Rush Hour 2.
Those are rough.
Oh, yeah, you wasn't beating Rush Hour 2.
That
was
wow. You know the sick part about it? I knew that this movie existed, but I didn't know that this movie existed, because I seen Rush Hour the day it came out. So that's why I'm like, wow. I remember Jay and Silent Bob coming out, but I couldn't tell you what time of year, when, what movies. That's how much it got buried, man. And the fact, like I said, I didn't see the movie until February of the next year.
Well, you got to remember, do you also remember that movie got buried along with every other thing that got buried leading up to September of that year?
Oh, yeah. 9/11. Anyway, I forgot. I totally forgot.
You want to know what's so funny? You want to know what's so funny? I remember at the end of Rush Hour 2, they were supposed to get on the plane to go to Madison Square Garden.
So it's like everything changed because of those towers falling. Like y'all don't understand.
The whole 9/11, the place of lost towers.
The world's shifted, sir.
Real quick. Remember, we had the strike of September. That was 2 movies.
It's the whole 9/11, the place of lost towers.
2 movies mentioning 2 things that took place. You mentioned New York and you mentioned September.
Do you remember
when the flowers fell down in September?
Oh, shut up, both of you.
First off, you got Kurt Harris. You know my dark secret. You know my dark secret that I have with the Twin Towers that I'm not going to.
No. It's fine. It's
but
fine.
That, like I said, not only do those towers fall, but my son is born on that day too.
I know,
so,
dude.
Yeah, D's giving it all the humor.
But you got to understand. This is me having to deal with y'all's red pill content the way that I throw red pill content at the
I'm just saying, if you had to go back in time and you had to choose which
for
plane,
real. No,
if
for
you had to go back in time and choose which
gotta
plane to save, which one are you choosing?
Look, I can see their parachutes. They're okay.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. Do you go to Pennsylvania plane to prevent that?
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
No.
Pentagon or one of the 2 planes that
No. And see, you see how we're joking? You see how Eris's face look? Wait. Hold up. 4 a.m. dropping a video of all right, all these stupid horrors can leave. Anyway, I'm done.
No, you're asking me do I go back to start? What difference does it make with like if I save one? What difference does it make?
I mean, if you stop the Pentagon one, it doesn't like the war on terror isn't as bad.
No, it isn't.
You see.
No, see, Chris, I think if anything,
stop it with these scenarios, nigga. This is not
I'm
called
serious.
Nigga.
I'm serious. Look, and this ain't Prince of Persia. I can't activate the sands of time, okay? I'm trying to tell you that.
Y'all remember they got a DJ out to do the whole example of the walking backwards? None of that was like that.
Can I? I mean, no. I'm trying to tell you. No, Chris, I'm trying to tell you that it doesn't matter the scenario, okay? Whether you save one plane, the fact that it happened, it still happens.
Paradox, the flashpoint.
That's what I'm saying. It still happens regardless. To go back and stop, like just to prevent the 11th from even happening. Period, and keeping everything. And keeping everything from September, from the 10th back, and keep that going instead is, we don't create that alternate 2001 that we're living in now, where timeline skews off course. We keep everything going as if nothing bad happened at all. Okay, we saw amazing.
It's a fixed point in time.
Yeah, it's a fixed point in time. That's what I'm saying.
Doctor Who rules. Doctor Who rules.
But no, even worse. No, worse. It's worse than that. It's Trunks' time traveling shenanigans from DBZ. We can go back and prevent everything. Go back to our timeline. 9/11 still happened.
Go back to our timeline. I'm still the president. No.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Also, time travel.
Certain right wing nationalists still catches it in the neck, and it's just another.
I find it funny that
just another domino that's dirty that fell over.
I like the fact that that was the 4th Flashpoint paradox. Charlie Kirk catching it in the neck. That was somehow that turned into something.
Look.
What it turned into, I have no idea.
All I know is this, y'all. I think I filled the cup.
Sir, that is JD Vance after Charlie Kirk got clipped. All right.
Nigga, that's Eric Kirk.
Hey, yo, when Erica Kirk put her hand around JD Vance's neck, it's a wrap.
So you gotta understand. You're
Thank
gonna go
you.
out.
You beat me to it.
All right, so check it out. So you're gonna be my wife. I'm just gonna tell that. I'm just gonna tell Falafel Girl to go to the side, right? You know, JD Vance would fuck up where her food comes from.
You're gonna do.
Wait, you're gonna insult her.
You're gonna do.
She don't touch the word.
You're gonna do what? You're gonna do what, JD?
The jig is up. Run, wastebasket, run.
Well, so let's
the wastebasket is the Heritage Foundation.
I just like to say they're not even running away anymore. They're just like, yeah, you know, we're fucked up in the head, but what does it matter? You know, America, y'all voted for us. You know, it's fine.
Hey,
fine.
America.
Great.
Hey, America. How's it going out there? We want them out of our country.
Give it time.
Give it time.
We're trying.
We're trying.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't
blacks,
know.
how do you feel right now? Waiting for y'all monkey asses to get up fuck about it.
Hey, listen.
I'm sorry. I feel like James's face right now.
Look, understand something. Apparently, the Cuban whites got this shit together because apparently we got a Democratic mayor in Miami for the first time in 30 years.
But we still have this ongoing discussion about these Venezuelan boats after the man literally said kill them all, and they're still trying. And lawmakers
he stole their oil, sir.
No. The fact that lawmakers are literally questioning, is this a war crime or isn't it?
You can't keep getting away with it.
See, this is why us three are not politicians, because I will be like, I will literally say on CNN, I watch Gundam. That's a war crime. All right. That's a goddamn war crime.
We watch Gundam.
That's a war crime. You double tap. You double tap.
No. See, the official war crime is if your boy Trumpito drops a colony.
See, here's the thing. He would drop a colony and he thinks he'd be getting at black people, like, I'm gonna drop it on Africa, and then he'll drop it on, like, I don't know, fucking Jersey or something.
And that's what I'm talking about.
He drops it on the white side of Africa.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Chris, we over here talking about Venezuela. He gonna hit Peru like.
I just catch you having fun.
I just like the fact that the next
bomb Peru. I swear to God.
I swear to you, the fact that the next president has to sit there and say, hey, look, I'm sorry we have dumbasses in my country. I apologize wholeheartedly for this. Tito Puente, what are you doing here?
I voted Republican. I'm voting Republican. I'm voting Republican.
There's our Hispanic viewers right there.
What are you talking about? All of our Spanish viewers, I like to think in my head, are brown like us. So they are laughing like us. And if they're white and they're Spanish, well, Jay and Silent Bob was a fun movie for this.
Yes, it was a very fun movie. I do enjoy the fact that you end your movie with Morris Day and the Times getting there, because Lore, he was trying to get Prince, and Prince did what Prince does, which is he doesn't give a fuck. And he said, hey, you can use Morris Day and the Time.
Prince sat and preached the word of God to a fucking Christian. Do you know? I don't think no, but still, same thing, Chris. In this sense, because do you know how frustrating it is to be? And some of y'all have been through this, where you are a Christian and you have somebody else that really, really, really wants to talk about God with you, but you are not in the mood for it, and they're just saying shit that you agree with, but at the same time, you're like, I don't think it says that in the Bible. That's what Kevin Smith was going through the whole time. And at the end, he was like, oh my God, I came up to pay. He had him record up in Paisley Park and all that shit. and we're never going to see the video of that. If we do, it's good. If we do, I hope it happens before Kevin dies. Where it's one of those things where Kevin is like 80 years old. Kevin, look what we got for you. Holy shit, dude! It's the footage. Like, we know that's going to show. We're going to see it eventually.
Yeah.
It's going to happen somehow, some way. It's going to slip onto the internet or some way. We're going to see what Prince had Kevin Smith recording, and Prince is like, "That was beautiful, Kevin. This can never see the light of day."
but I do like overall, like the movie is just very quick and to the point, and I mean it's fun. I mean, you know, to your point, D, I think you said it offline. It's like it's definitely a movie of its time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Not bad. I will tell you this. This was a movie that I really couldn't show my sons. I only showed them a couple jokes, but you know, they wouldn't get none of this shit. And it's cool. And even if they knew the characters, it's still kind of dated. You know what I mean? So this is for everybody that grew up in this era. This is definitely one of those movies. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with those. And there's nothing wrong with those movies. You know
Definitely
what I mean?
for people who lived through this era.
Good example. A movie that I can't get with, but I respect it is Fast Times. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
I don't like it like that. I respect everybody that absolutely loves that movie. You know another movie that's like that? Porky's. People look, that's some white boy crap.
That shit, I
don't get it. I respect the fan base.
No, but here's the thing. to what we were talking about earlier with American Pie. American Pie was basically Porky's in 2000s.
Yeah.
That's all it really is. But nah, like I said, this movie overall, it's that's why I felt like going from Clerks to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, just watching all these movies, you just enjoy the ride. And like I said, Clerks 2 is basically the epilogue to all this and stuff.
Let's just keep this a full buck here. This was Kevin Smith peaked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I actually personally think it's Clerks 2, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's in that. Yeah, that's because
I would agree with thinking he peaked here too. I think both of those.
I still say that he peaked here because you managed to get all of your View Askew universe up to this point. Clerks 2 was kind of like going back to the well with the first movie all over again. Mm-hmm. So I don't really count that.
I agree with you on that one. That makes a lot of sense.
Like it was still a good movie, but I think Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is better. It's just it was a better movie to me.
This is my favorite Jason. Jesus. My favorite Kevin Smith movie by far, though.
By far mine as well.
I love this movie. I fucking love this movie. It was fun going through this. Okay. So we got 2 more episodes for the year. And this is our final cinema movie of this year. And we talked about them earlier.
Look, guys. Come here. I know I said Paul Dano can't act. It's all right. All right. He's like, you're still going to do my movie, right? You guys still want to do it, right? Think about it. This is the quintessential movie. There are feet in this movie, but not a lot of it. That's not the point. The point is Marcellus Wallace is not a big.
I couldn't say the damn line. God dang it. We're finally doing Pulp Fiction. And Pulp Fiction, whew.
I mean, look, it's
how do I describe? Because we talk like we have already done 3 Tarantino movies up to this point, and there's no need for introduction with any of them, to be really honest with you.
3.
But still,
what up? You said 3?
We did Hateful Eight. We did Reservoir Dogs. I feel we did one more. We just did it. It was a Tarantino movie.
Django.
Django, yeah, thank you, Django. I knew we did something else.
We did Hateful Eight.
Yeah, but like I think what it says a lot about like Tarantino is that a lot of his movies, and I'll say Pulp Fiction is pretty much what put him on the map, despite like the positivity that he got for Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs, he was going to be in that one area.
Yeah,
unless he did something better, and he did.
Like when you look at Pulp Fiction, it was sort of like a magnum opus that revitalized John Travolta's career.
Mm-hmm,
John Travolta was definitely on a down in Hollywood, and then boom, he did Pulp Fiction, and it spiked.
This was Uma Thurman's first big movie.
Yeah,
it was her first big movie.
Bruce Willis was still doing movies, but this was something that boosted him up a bit.
This was a weird midpoint for him. You know what I mean? Where he wasn't so much on the downslope, but he wasn't getting the roles that I guess
he was coasting.
He was coasting. Yeah,
he was coasting. Sam Jackson, this definitely boosted him up.
This was one of this was one of the ones that definitely boosted him up. I heard people say Ving Rhames, but like Ving, it's actually funny. Ving, it probably would have been until Holiday Heart where he actually got put over.
Here's the kicker.
Which is Chris 3BG. I have been circling circling that movie for a while for Christmas. Like,
no,
we probably should do this movie.
No. You say Holiday Heart, but I'm just gonna say this. It's the weirdest thing, but lowest of low key. Ving Rhames, in some weird way in Hollywood, is like revered because of his role as Luther in the Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's like everybody like they love his character in these Mission Impossible movies because of just how Ving Rhames plays the character.
And Ving, also to his credit, is not one of those black actors who, yes, have been put in those situations, much like Terry Crews, where you got white men ogling you. You know what I mean? But he would never like, no, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Ving wasn't about that shit. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna put me in that joke. So Ving had to go through it, but this didn't put him over. This, oddly enough, though, one of the few movies with Phil Lamar.
Yeah, Phil. Which, if you ever check out what I was on stage with him with this, I asked him about this whole thing with Pulp Fiction, and that definitely check it out on the BlurredCon YouTube channel because I think it's in one of the shorts where he talked about it. But it was kind of the thing where it was like Tarantino's movies around this time was in a way it revitalized like a lot of older stars because Tarantino was a fucking film nerd just like Kevin Smith and a lot of other folks, and especially if you hear him talk about how he started off like working in a video store. So you see that love, and like you got Pulp Fiction, then you get Jackie Brown, which put Pam Grier back on the map, big time. Eris was saying with Hateful Eight, like Kurt Russell. He was like the standout in Hateful Eight. I think we talked about that. Like
Hateful Eight to me was one of those things where you could tell at that point all his friends would show up.
Yeah.
And Kurt Russell was new to the whole Tarantino verse, I guess.
Like he stood out though, even despite where his character goes in that film. But like
it's one of those things where you need actually, if anything, that was the movie to me that put Walter Goggins over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I think
especially him and Sam Jackson going back to banter and stuff. But Tarantino, to his credit, when he does movies, him being such a film nerd, you see it oozes in all his movies. And with Pulp Fiction, especially, all the fucking subtleties and the filmmaking and everything, it oozes out in Pulp Fiction, top to bottom.
And it's going to be interesting because that's something I'm going to remember. Because remember, when we went through Hateful Eight and when we went through Django, we was really, praising for how the movie looked and all the rest of it. At that point, you got to realize this is mature Tarantino we're talking about as a filmmaker. Pure mature. He's already filming at a different rate as everybody else. He's not using the same film he's his own type of person. You know what I mean? So he's mature at that point. What we're about to get in this is a whole lot of we know what you like, Tarantino. Where you can tell it's him just, I'm gonna put this in this. I'm gonna put this in there. I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna have this cool. Oh yeah, forgot.
And also, I'm gonna be real.
I forgot.
Also, I'm gonna be real. Much like we talked about message boards throughout Jay and Silent Bob. Oh, this had the fucking film nerds on them chat rooms and stuff, like jerking off in excitement, like, what's in the briefcase? See, I got a theory about what's in the briefcase. That was the biggest goddamn thing about Pulp Fiction was that.
I hate white boys to this day because one white boy made a good one. He was saying that inside the briefcase was rock and roll and that certain guys were whoever. And I'm thinking to myself, this is cool. And I thought to myself exactly what you said. White boys been doing this shit since the mid-90s. I'm not doing this with y'all. So anyway, one real quick thing. Tevin, I disagree, but he ain't in that movie. He was really good in that movie. Outside of that, yeah, we got that next week. Oh, by the way, if any of y'all are going to be up on Saturday morning, I'm doing Golkaiser. Look, somebody told me to do Golkaiser. We're doing it.
Voltage Fighter.
You dang right. Weird looking titties and all that. I'm doing that. That's an hour 30 in my life I'm gonna have to waste on Saturday morning. Y'all better be there. But anyway, that is it.
That is it. We will catch you guys later. Peace.
It's like a weird looking.